1031austin.com.
Happy birthday today. She's 33 years old, Kate Upton.
Oh, God, you love Kate Upton so much.
It was such a refreshing reminder of my love of Kate Upton when I saw that her birthday's.
Only 33?
I know. That's what I thought, too. She's only 33. She's married to Houston Astros pitcher Justin Verlander and probably has a very nice life. I believe they live in Houston part of the year.
Oh, I thought they lived in Austin.
Nope.
Oh,
I believe Houston, he pitches for the Astros. It would make sense that he lives in Houston. So, and I think if you guys have listened to the show at all, I have a category of internet girls that are called God's Little Miracles. And I think Kate Upton might be the OG of the God's Little Miracles.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I think she's gorgeous, but I don't know if she's the OG.
I worked with a girl once that we were having this similar conversation. She goes, I could go right over there to campus and find 100 girls look just like her. I said, Go do it.
Please do it. Please let me go
right
with
now.
you.
Go do it.
I mean, she's real cute and pretty, but I mean, I don't know if she would be on my OG list.
I mean, she's an OG. She's original. She's the first one.
I know. The first one that made you, and you're not saying she's necessarily the best.
No,
you're just saying she's your first one.
She's the original. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. What's first thing made you laugh today?
Okay, here we go.
You said everything was in its place.
I know, but then you distracted me with looking at Kate Upton photos and my phone closed.
See how she will distract you.
Yeah, you distracted me. Here we go. One of the most magical things about being in a relationship is learning to really open up your heart and hate one of your partner's coworkers you've never met.
Because your partner has complained about him so much.
Right. But if your partner hates him, you hate him too. Yep. It reminds me of the meme that a dad posted about picking up his elementary school age daughter. And he goes, just picked up my daughter from second grade. She said one of the girls in her class made fun of her hair. So here I am having beef with a second grader. Like he's standing in solidarity with his daughter.
Well, you and the Fuzz used to have an op in the neighborhood with the big bus car, whatever it was.
The big van, spy van. We were convinced they were spying on us. They were definitely our op.
They were. Coming up on the show today, I don't know why I find this funny, but the average number of sauces that people have in their refrigerator is random. We are way above average.
Oh, God, we're blowing it out of the water with that.
We've got that coming up. Also, the story we love. Stay with us. This is The Sandy Show on 103.1, Austin's 80s station, and streaming on the iHeartRadio app. We're glad you're here. This is The Sandy Show on Austin's 80s station, 103.1. Before we get into the story we love, we've got a very interesting stat that I find very difficult to believe, but apparently 5% of people in America have never visited another state other than the state they were born in.
Wow.
Never visited another state.
I can understand never visiting another country, perhaps, but not even another state?
Yeah, there's also some amazing stat of the percentage of people that never move away more than 40 miles from the place they were born.
Yeah.
It's a big number of people. Clearly, none of them were military families.
No.
Because we were, and we moved quite a bit.
The stories we love.
Oh, sorry, just go. Sorry.
Just go. Just go.
Just go.
Just do it. I don't want to talk about it. All right. So the movie Lilo and Stitch, for the third week in a row, it is number one in the box office. Here's why I find this amazing. Lilo and Stitch, a little kids movie, live action little kids movie, I think.
What do they do? Who are they?
It's from a children's show that came out and was popular after our daughter was already too old to have gotten into it, or else I'm sure we would know exactly what it is. But for the third consecutive weekend, has been number one at the theaters. The first weekend it competed with Mission Impossible's movie, killed Mission Impossible. Not close race. Killed Mission Impossible. And then this past weekend, the John Wick sequel, I guess,
with the chick.
Ballerina with Ana de Armas, killed the John Wick movie. The John Wick movie Ballerina only opened to $25 million. In the third weekend, Lilo and Stitch was still bringing in 32. They've already done almost $800 million globally in 3 weeks.
Which got here's a hit.
And what you got here is a movie that I'm like, apparently I need to go see this. Like, is it really that great of a movie?
I feel like it's something that it's a movie you go see if you watched a lot of it before. Was it a TV show before?
It was a kid's show.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So that's where it's a lot of fans.
I guess.
It'd be like if when our daughter was a kid, if the Peppa Pig movie came out, you would go see it. right? Because you've seen a lot of Peppa Pig.
I'd go see an Elmo movie. I don't know if I'd go see Peppa Pig.
You don't love Peppa Pig?
I don't think they can do maybe right now. Her mom just had a baby.
That's true.
They're probably real tired.
I asked our daughter yesterday, I go, hey, what's the deal with the How to Train Your Dragon?
Oh,
she told me all about it, what it's about and stuff.
It is my most favorite animated movie of all time.
Really?
How to Train Your Dragon. And now it's live action. And I've watched multiple trailers and it looks amazing.
When does that come out?
Friday. It opens Friday, and Landry and I, our daughter, are going to see it, and I can't wait. I can't wait. But I will say that I'm a little bit sad that apparently the John Wick spinoff Ballerina is, I don't know if it's not that good. I don't know if Lilo and Stitch is just that amazing, but it didn't have a very impressive opening.
I kind of feel like they didn't market it very much.
I don't know. They've been talking about it for like a year now. Ana de Armas, big hot movie star right now. I heard she's great in this role. Huh. And so I don't know why it's not doing well. Keanu Reeves makes an appearance in that movie.
So Lilo and Stitch summer.
Lilo and Stitch rules right now.
Yeah, that is the story we love. She's Trisha. My name is Sandy. More coming up.
103.1 Austin.
All right, all you air gongers, get your imaginary mallet and your imaginary gong, by the way, ready to go and get ready to strike it as we do Care Don't Care.
Here we are, caring and not caring, not caring and caring together. Oh, not caring and caring together.
All right, first up, Trisha, Care or Don't Care to know the first drink ever described as a cocktail.
I do care.
It was in 1806.
Wow.
The old fashioned.
What's in an old? I don't even know what's in an old fashioned.
Well, it was introduced as a stimulating liquor composed of spirits of any kind, sugar, water, and bitters. I believe it's a bourbon drink. I never was a bourbon guy, but it's made with. I know that the bartender makes a big deal about it when they make one because it requires like sugar cane and they've got to crush it up and then there's bitters in there.
Like they're kind of mad that they're having to make it?
No. You know how some bartenders really think there's something?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they often have a big mustache. You know what I mean? That bartender.
It says it's Crown Royal, simple syrup, and 1 to 3 dashes of bitters. That's what it says on this recipe.
Oh, okay.
That does not sound delicious.
No. It came out in 1806.
Okay.
Trisha, Care or Don't Care to know well-known actors that were offered the role of Bond, James Bond, but turned it down.
Yes. I always like stories like this.
And looking at these names, 3 of the 4 wouldn't have worked. I cannot see Clint Eastwood as James Bond.
Oh, no.
It's got to be an Englishman.
Harry. Right.
It's got to be an Englishman. I cannot see Burt Reynolds as James Bond.
Back in the day, maybe a little more refined than Smokey and the Bandit.
That's his best role.
I know it is.
I mean, his best role.
I totally agree.
And Adam West, Batman.
Oh.
He was a big deal back in the day.
He was a big deal.
But he's not an Englishman.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson was awesome. That's who I could see doing it. Liam Neeson.
Yeah. I feel like Liam Neeson doesn't have the right look, though.
Yeah, he's not as pretty. He's not pretty enough.
Yeah.
Right? He's rugged looking.
Oh, you know who I wish was the new James Bond?
I know. Idris Elba. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Instead, they gave it to some guy that we really don't know who he is.
Did they officially do that?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Finally, in Care Don't Care, Trisha. Care Don't Care to know how and where more than 30 million people in China live.
I mean, yeah. Like, you mean what part of China?
Just stick with me.
Okay.
30 million people in China live in caves.
What?
In caves. 30 million of them. Now, there's a billion Chinese, I believe, but 30 million of them live in caves. That cannot be fun.
Oh, my gosh.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, it's showing houses built on the sides of mountains, like into caves.
Right. Straight crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shanghai and Beijing, cave dwellers.
We still have them in the world.
Cave dwellers. Wow.
Yeah. That's Care Don't Care. What's your name?
My name's Trisha.
My name's Sandy. More coming up. You know, it's really easy to be annoyed. really easy. Once I lock into something that's going on and it's annoying, I just cannot let it go.
Can't let it lie.
And there's one in particular that absolutely drives me insane to the point where I've almost said something at a restaurant about it. But a poll found the top minor annoyances that stress us out. Here are some of them. Your phone going off when you're in a work meeting.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. This is Trisha's. Too many text message dings.
Oh, gosh. That drives me insane, especially if you're in a group text. I always silence my notifications in group text. And you and I were just talking about this. Some new thing that our daughter does is you will send her a text and ask her 3 questions in one text, and she replies to each question with an answer and a separate text. So it's just ding, ding, ding.
Answer all the questions in one text.
I can't stand the multiple dings.
Yeah, but the group texting, sometimes it's just something you got to be a part of.
Yeah, sometimes you have to.
Right.
But I silence them.
Other minor things that people find incredibly annoying. Loud chewing. Oh, my.
Makes you crazy.
It absolutely drives me insane. And it's the only thing I can hear.
Like once your ear hears it, you can hear nothing else.
Right. That and people that talk with food in their mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, it angers me.
Yeah. Just don't look at them.
Oh, but you can hear it.
Yeah.
You can hear it. And it just, another one, top of my list, that's not on this list. I go to the same diner every weekend, and there's a DoorDash. When people place a DoorDash order at the restaurant, it makes this dinging sound that's really loud. And sometimes it'll go off for a minute before someone gets to it and turns it off. I'm like, oh my gosh, turn that thing off.
That's the same as when somebody heats something up in the microwave, and then the microwave is done heating it, and then every 30 seconds, it beeps really loudly to let you know your food's still in there. And the person who leaves their food in there for a long time, it doesn't immediately get it out. The rest of the house has to listen to the beeping.
Mm-hmm. Another one is when you run into someone you'd rather not talk to. Yeah. I have a lot of those. I just try. I do. I'm really good at avoiding.
Yeah.
Or I just grab my phone, put it up to my ear.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
I do that at the Girl Scout stand too.
Oh yeah, the Girl Scout stand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it's such a mix of annoyance and guilt.
Yeah.
With the Girl Scout stands.
Here's one that Trisha's tiny bit guilty of. Someone talking to you when you're trying to focus. Like I'm working on something on my computer and Trisha barges in like Kramer on Seinfeld.
Or I open the door normally.
Battering me with questions.
Yeah, I got to talk to you. I got to get my answers, and then you can go back to work. And you can stop for a second, can't you?
Yes.
All right.
I can. Do you have anything to add to this?
You're doing that thing right now where you're not pushing it.
You're right. I am doing that thing.
I know. When I seem to be able to get the most annoyed, beyond like driving, is when I'm sitting in a movie theater and I'm just exposed to Joe Public around me with the heavy breathing and the coughing and the shaking the ice and the cups. Like in a movie theater, my hearing is never more on high alert than in a movie theater.
Yeah,
I hear all the things.
Like my old friend Jim Sawyer, funniest man I've ever met, said, "You know what's wrong with the world?
People.
That's what's wrong with the world." She's Trisha. My name is Sandy, and this is The Sandy Show on 103.1, Austin's 80s station, and streaming on the iHeartRadio app. Hey, if you missed the Jamie and Sandy hour earlier this morning between 7 and 8 o'clock, here's a little bit of what you missed. T-shirt game's pretty rough, though, but there was one that I want to order. I just can't bring myself to spend $30 on it. It says, sometimes violence is the answer. You can hear the whole story about that. Just stream the podcast version of the show. Search JB and Sandy on the iHeartRadio app.
1031austin.com.
Trisha's got the story we love in just a moment. But before we get to that, can I just tell you that how absurd I find it that the TSA has had to let people know publicly that your Costco card cannot be used as official ID when traveling.
It does not replace the real ID. They've had to make this announcement multiple times.
Astonishing
I know.
to me. I mean,
they're saying that, yes, multiple forms of ID helps you, but somehow the rumor got started that if you don't have a real ID, just take your Costco card and you'll be fine.
No, it doesn't work, friends.
Does not work that
Doesn't
way.
work.
The stories we love.
Good morning, everyone. And now, from the Lester Holt Studios, it is Trisha Delissa.
So Bruce Springsteen, he had a show in Liverpool over the weekend, and for his encore performance, he brought out Sir Paul McCartney.
Here's the intro.
We're lucky tonight. We have a young man, a local young man from Liverpool. He's going to guest with us tonight. I think he's got a lot of talent, and I believe he's going to be going places. So let's bring out Sir Paul McCartney.
Can I just say that I was expecting a much bigger crowd reaction. It's Paul McCartney.
Maybe you just couldn't get it from the audio of it. I don't know. The two hugged on stage and then they belted out a version of the Beatles hit Can't Buy Me Love.
Yeah.
It was McCartney's first appearance in Liverpool since 2018.
Biggest points I ever scored with your mother. Is I took her to see Paul McCartney.
Yep. What was that, like 15 years ago?
Gosh, it was before Landry was born, I think.
Oh, it was?
I think so. It was great, too. I'm so glad I went to that show.
Yeah.
I saw a living Beatle.
A Beatle.
A Beatle, and it was Paul McCartney, and he was great, and he told great stories. He would be like, this guitar right here, this is the guitar I wrote Hey Jude with.
Yeah, stuff like that's incredible.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. So, but I guess maybe the people of Liverpool, it's just Paul.
Yeah, they're like, we see him
Paul
at the
again. We
store.
see him at the pub last night.
Yeah, no big deal anymore.
Right, but that's pretty cool, though. I've never been at a show where a surprise person came out.
No, me either.
It never
not that I
happened.
go to a ton of them.
Right,
But
me either.
or at a place where they're like, so and so just showed up.
I mean, I take that back. I went to the Super Bowl a long time ago and got ripped off because it was the Black Eyed Peas and Slash came out and saved the day for that halftime performance.
Oh, but still.
I mean, of all the halftimes I could have seen, I saw the freaking Black Eyed Peas. It's a ripoff, right?
It's a little bit of a ripoff, yes.
Right. I don't know what they're doing. And Will I Am and all that. I'm still mad about it.
I know.
But
It was a
Slash
long time
there.
ago, too.
It was pretty funny. There was a video of Slash at a McDonald's.
Yeah.
He's sitting there and he didn't have his top hat on. He just looked like a long-haired dude.
Yeah.
And it was like, can you tell who this is? And I was like, yeah, it's Slash. But apparently, it's not how you would imagine seeing Slash.
Right. So apparently his top hat for him is like Superman's glasses are.
Yes.
For him regarding disguising him.
Right. When he takes the hat
When he
off.
takes it off, nobody can see that it's Slash anymore.
Exactly. That's the story we love. Stick around. More coming up on Austin's 80 station, 103.1. All right. According to the internet, there is a migraine meal that you can eat that will help you if you're suffering from a migraine. We'll tell you what it is in just a second. Make sure you grab the podcast version of the show. Search The Sandy Show where you get your podcast. If you're a brand new listener, my name is Sandy. This is Trisha over here.
Hi, everybody.
We are married, been married for 17 long,
very long years.
difficult.
Together for like 22.
Isn't that crazy to think?
So long.
Known you a long time, Trisha.
I
Known
know.
you a really, really long time. Now that you know all that, if you're a migraine person or you know someone that suffers from migraine, you know that they can just be debilitating. They can just take you down. Some people get them for 5-10 days at a time.
Those are called cluster migraines. And unfortunately, our daughter has a little bit of a history of that. They are not great.
Right. I get them, but I know they're coming because I see little spots in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear, if I just slam a bunch of water, then I'm better. That in a dark, cool room.
Yeah, probably because it's a little bit of dehydration that's causing it.
Yep. And now they say that there is a migraine meal, and here is what it is. And then we'll tell you why. It is a large Coke and French fries from McDonald's.
McDonald's is curing something. Normally, McDonald's is the cause of something.
Normally, McDonald's is causing heart problems, but now it is apparently people swear by it on the internet. And I saw a video of a neurologist breaking it down. right?
Yeah. I feel like I might know why. I want to hear what they say.
She said the 80 milligrams of caffeine in a large Coke should be enough to stop your migraine in its tracks.
Exactly. The French fries are just a little extra bonus because you have a headache.
Right. But she said the carbs and the salt, which are electrolytes, will help you hydrate and therefore help your headache.
Yeah. So our daughter Landry, her physician said that if you feel one coming on, definitely drink something with caffeine in it. Whether she's like, I don't normally prescribe Cokes to my patients,
right?
But for this, it's the caffeine that is going to help you with a headache.
Now, there was another doctor that said migraines are kind of a result of not so great cardiovascular health. And McDonald's is not helping that at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. At McDonald's, curing something is very unusual.
Yeah, here's where Dr. Matthew Robbins summed it up. He said, we know migraines are associated with worse cardiovascular health, and having a fatty meal and a big caffeinated soda is not really good for you in general. Well, everybody knows that.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
So I'll give it a try, though.
If you get one?
I'm going to get me a Big Mac, too.
Not a Big Mac. You're going to die from heart disease while you're trying to get rid of your migraine.
The mere mention of a Big Mac makes my mouth water.
Makes your mouth fill up with saliva.
It makes me want one.
Yeah.
Someday I'm going to sit down and see how many I can eat.
Why? Oh, don't be gross. You're going to die. You're going to die.
I'm betting 4.
Oh, God, you're very unattractive right now. Very unattractive.
Well, you won't be around when I do it. And I'll brush my teeth before I get home so I don't get caught with Big Mac on my breath.
And throw all the wrappers away as you walk into the gym.
Exactly.
Like you did last time you ate one.
Yeah, tattletale kid of ours. Stick around. We've got more coming up on Austin's 80s station, 103.1, and streaming at 1031austin.com. Hey, thank you very much for listening. Make sure you listen to the radio every morning, too, 6 until 10 on Austin's 80s station, 103.1.